Okay, so here is my pond, okay, and I said I'd give you a quick rundown of what it is that I did to get this. Okay. So obviously the first thing you've got to do is dig a hole. Um, Try not dig it too deep. Mine's a little bit on the deep side, so try not dig it too deep. 3 feet is probably sufficient that allows maybe in the winter time for it to freeze and not for anything that's underneath it to actually die off. So you don't want that happening either. So 3 feet, 4 maximum. This is actually five and a bit in places, so it's actually too deep. But anyway, it is what it is. Once you've that done, then I got carpet off a guy who fits carpet for people and is dying to get rid of bits. So I got some carpet off him for free, and I just put it around the sides and around the bottom. So if there's any sharp stones still in the soil, it's not going to puncture your polythene, because that's what you don't want. Once you've that done, then it's time to put the polythene into the pond. Now, there's several things you can do. You can actually buy a pond liner, but guys, they're very expensive, particularly if you've got something that's as big as this. If it's a small area, yeah, you could probably go with a pond liner if you want to spend some money, but this is kind of across the middle. It's at least 20 feet wide, so it's a bit big for that. So what I did was I got some polythene that farmers would use for covering a silage pit, and then underneath that is actually polythene that builders would use when putting in a foundation in a house. So I've got about 3 layers of polythene. Sometimes they do need a patch job, so if you're patching it up like me, if I get into it with my big feet, I often put a big hole in it, so it has to be patched. Make sure you get the glue that stays underwater, so you get them in the glue gun, so make sure that you get the right one for it. Once you've the polythene in, then you need to secure it. So initially I put stones around it, but I don't know if you can see it there, I'm not really great with this owl yoke, but there's a concrete base underneath the tiles, okay. Now that was to level it up as well. I used that to level it up, and then I put these stones on top of it. So I got these really cheap in a reclamation yard, got the whole lot for 30 quid. Just can't remember off the top of my head how much the polythene was. I think it was 15 quid, but it wasn't dear. Okay, so once you've secured the polythene, because water weighs very, very heavy, okay, so when you put the water in, if you're not secure up here, your polythene's going to fall down, so you need to make sure that at the top it's very secure. So once you're ready to go, then you fill it up. I have some pond plants in it to create oxygen. I've got some barley straw over there. So the barley straw prevents algae from blooming. So if you get an algae bloom, it takes all the oxygen out of the water. So any creatures you've got living in it die, basically. They've no oxygen. So you don't want that to happen. So a little bit of barley straw and the movement of water. So I've got these little fountains. I don't know if you can see them over there. I don't know what I'm showing you. These little fountains over here. Now, I got those in Temu. So they're averaging around a tenner each. I also got this net in Temu, I think it was a £5, which is really handy for digging things in and out of the pond that you want to get at, because you don't want to be going into the middle of it there if you want to take something out. And you will have to take leaves and stuff that blows into it out as well. Hopefully the plants will grow over this so you don't see the the polythene itself. And that's the whole idea with it. Okay, so when I get it filled, I'll put the fountain going so as you can have a look at it. Now I'm not great. The stick is moving up and down. I've got the wobbles with it. Anyway, hopefully you get the idea. So when I get filled up, I'll show you the fountain. All right.